Well, my baby said another man be coming around. Said his daddy is a banker and he owns the whole town. I gotta go. No, I can't stay. My baby's in Billings and somebody's trying to take her away. Hit I-90 about 7:45. Had to fill the car with gas as I was leaving Coeur d'Alene. I gotta go. No, I can't wait. My baby's in Billings and somebody's trying to take her away. Driving through the night, got my foot to the floor. Got a ticket in Missoula, going 124. I gotta go. No, I can't stay. My baby's in Billings and somebody's trying to take her away. Well, I pulled up to a house about 3:45. The Mercedes in the driveway told me all I need to know. I'm too late. No, she wouldn't wait. My baby's in Billings and somebody done took her away. My baby's in Billings and somebody done took her away. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. I really appreciate you. A lot of things you could have been doing tonight, but you made the choice to come out here, and I really appreciate that. So thank you so much. This is a song called Whiskey and Thorns. When I was a boy, well, I asked my daddy then, is there any way in this life to get ahead? I was just a child, but I never will forget. He sat me down upon his knee, and this is what he said. He said, this life will chew you up and spit you out. He said, this life will leave you bloody, battered on the ground. He said, if you're gonna mess with the bull, you know you're gonna get the horns. Sometimes life is all roses and margaritas. Sometimes it's whiskey and thorns. Whoa. Whoa. Well, I heard my daddy's words and I took them all to heart. When I became a man, I left to make a brand new start. It took a couple years, maybe more than just a few, to realize the words my daddy told me all were true. He said, this life will chew you up, spit you out. He said, this life will leave you bloody, battered on the ground. He said, if you're gonna mess with the bull, you know you're gonna get the horns. Sometimes life is all roses and margaritas. Sometimes it's whiskey and thorns. Whoa. Whoa. Well, I'm plenty older now, couple kids and a wife. Someday those kids will ask about the secret to this life. I'll tell them nothing good ever came from sitting around and crying. So get busy with your living or you're getting busy dying. Because this life will chew you up and spit you out. This life will leave you bloody, battered on the ground. If you're gonna mess with the bull, better take it by the horns. 'Cause sometimes life is all roses and margaritas. Sometimes it's whiskey and thorns. Thank you. So that line in there, in the last verse, you know, get busy with your living or you're getting busy dying. I was really proud of that, and I was like, man, that's a good line I came up with. And I thought it was original to me, and then I was watching the movie Shawshank Redemption. I was like, oh. All right, well, you know. It works in the song, so I'm not going to complain. So I live in the Coeur d'Alene, Idaho area, and yeah, it's really beautiful there. I love living there. And that town has grown so much in the last few years, just with an influx of people moving there just because everyone wants to live there. You know, it's a beautiful place. And I was talking with a friend of mine, and he said, you know, the more that people move here, the less I see my friends around town. Like, you used to be hanging out downtown, you run into people you know. And it's like, the more that people move here, the less that happens. And I said, yeah, I'm just off the cuff. I said, that's life living in a big, small town. And I went, I better write that down. That's going to be a song. So I wrote this song. It's about growing up and living in a small town, watching your small town grow. Watching your small town change. And not always being so thrilled about that, but this is called Big Small Town. We could ride our bikes forever, just the tires and the road together. The wind in our hair, man, the freedom. No helmets, now we didn't need them. We'd hit up the country store, the one that ain't there no more. Be home when the streetlights came on. Yeah, those kind of days, they're gone. 'Cause there's a parking lot where paradise was. They're building condos and driving the prices up. It used to be washed up Silverados, now it's all Range Rovers and Tahoes. Used to be a country mile, now it's miles of houses going up and down. Used to feel safe to wander around. You could go to sleep and not hear a sound, except the peace and quiet that you chased and found. But things change. It feels strange, I guess that's life now. Living in a big, small town. Ain't nothing wrong with things progressing. Yeah, I should probably accept it, 'cause they'll all just move on without me. But I'll always miss how it used to be when it was washed up Silverados. Now it's all Range Rovers and Tahoes. Used to be a country mile, now it's miles of houses going up and down. Used to feel safe to wander around. You could go to sleep and not hear a sound, except the peace and quiet that you chased and found. Things change, it feels strange, I guess that's life now. Living in a big, small town. There's a parking lot where paradise was. But I drive around, all I can think of, and it was just washed up Silverados. Now it's all Range Rovers and Tahoes. Used to be a country mile, now it's miles of houses going up and down. Used to feel safe to wander around. You could go to sleep and not hear a sound, except the peace and quiet that you chased and found. But things change, it feels strange, I guess that's life now. Living in a big, small town. I miss my small town. Thank you. Sometimes when you write songs, sometimes you kind of set out to maybe try to be clever, you know. And I go through phases like that where I just try to be really clever with, you know, a turn of phrase or something. You just change a word in a common saying, or just sort of kind of do something that people didn't really expect. Well, this song is called "Let Me Down," and it was when I was trying to be really clever. It's about a guy who's waiting for a woman to love him back, and he fills that void with strong drink. I can't count the memories I've lost. There's no way to calculate the cost. There's no way to tell the toll it's taking on my life. Just wishing that you wanted to be mine. Just waiting on your love is weighing me down. Hoping that you wanted me around. Guess I should get used to hanging on the line. Just let me down this drink and I'll be fine. Maybe I should find a better way. Pouring something strong, wasting my life away. I'll have one or two just to take away the sting. And in a moment I won't feel a thing. 'Cause waiting on your love is weighing me down. Hoping that you wanted me around. Guess I should get used to hanging on the line. Just let me down this drink and I'll be fine. Waiting on your love is weighing me down. Just hoping that you wanted me around. Guess I should get used to hanging on the line. Just let me down this drink and I'll be fine. Let me down this drink and I'll be fine. Thank you. I tend to gravitate more towards kind of sad, melancholy songs. I think it's maybe because when I was kind of growing up, the Counting Crows were really popular. that album kind of, I don't know, maybe it messed with my psyche a little bit. So I didn't have a chance. I grew up in an hour north of Seattle, and the weather's a lot like here, rainy and gloomy. And then mix that with the Counting Crows. I didn't really have a chance. Occasionally I'll write a happy song. This is kind of a more happy, nostalgic song. I don't know if anybody here remembers making mixtapes on like cassettes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where you actually had to like put tape over the corner of the thing, and you like had to push play and record. You'd call the radio station and actually had to ask the DJ to play the song. And you'd sit and you'd hit play and record, and then like the DJ be talking over the intro, you know, that whole thing. I figured there's enough of us around. This song will make a little sense. This is called Mixtape Summer. And I could actually use your guys' help on this one. So it goes like, there's a little part that you guys can sing for me. It goes like this. Woo. Like this. Woo. Try one more time. Woo. I remember 16, I got my license that spring. I had a beat up yellow CJ6. Didn't have no worries, nothing made me hurry. Said the thought of getting your sweet kiss when a six-pack of Memorex was better than gold. A little tape on the corners, press and play and record. It was a mixtape summer, what a time to be alive. Rolling with the top down, celebrating school's out. Didn't have no 9 to 5. Sitting by the radio, waiting for the DJ to play our favorite song. Pop it in the tape deck, drive it to the lake, yeah. We were wearing that mixtape out all summer long. All right, here we go, ready? Ooh. One more time. I remember your eyes, brighter than a sunrise. The way they light up when those songs came on. Dancing in your seat, you cut off blue jeans. Baby, let's just drive until we're gone. When a six-pack of Memorex was better than gold. A little tape on the corners, press and play and record. It was a mixtape summer, what a time to be alive. Rolling with the top down, celebrating school out. Didn't have no 9 to 5. Sitting by the radio, waiting for the DJ to play our favorite song. Pop it in the tape deck, drive it to the lake, yeah. We were wearing that mixtape out all summer long. Ooh. It was a mixtape summer, what a time to be alive. Rolling with the top down, celebrating school out. Didn't have no 9 to 5. Sitting by the radio, waiting for the DJ to play our favorite song. Pop it in the tape deck, drive it to the lake, yeah. Whoa, it was a mixtape summer, what a time to be alive. Rolling with the top down, celebrating school's out. Didn't have no 9 to 5. Sitting by the radio, waiting for the DJ to play our favorite song. Pop it in the tape deck, drive it to the lake, yeah. We were wearing that mixtape out all summer long. Ooh. Ooh. Thank you. Thanks for the help on that one, too. Okay, back to the sad songs. I was trying to be clever one time, and I was like, yeah, I know, like once wasn't enough. I was trying to be clever, and I was trying to write a dance song. I was gonna call it like something like, I want to get you in my 2-step program. And, I had this idea, and I was like, no, it's dumb. And I'll just stick with 12-step. And I was thinking about that saying, people say, there's that saying like, it's always darkest just before the dawn. But if you've ever seen a sunrise, you know that it gets lighter and lighter. You can see the sun coming up. Like, it's coming. It's not like dark, 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 and then all of a sudden the sun's up. And I don't know, I was just thinking about that. So I kind of put those two ideas together, and I wrote a sad song. It's called 12-Step. Saw coming like a sunrise, announcing itself in the eastern sky. Like a summer storm begins to rise, the sound of your voice and the look in your eyes told me that the end had come. But I don't know how to live without your love. But if you were a bottle, I could quit you. I could live my life and not be with you. Find something different that can fill me up. I could go to meetings every night. I could take it one day at a time. Find a higher power from above. They ain't got a 12-step for your love. all the times you said we'd never end. You swore up and down, again and again. And all my plans to live our lives combined are scattered and lost by the change of your mind. And I know I'm not the one you're thinking of, but I don't know how to live without your love. But if you were a bottle, I could quit you. I could live my life and not be with you. Find something different that can fill me up. I could go to meetings every night, take it one day at a time. Find a higher power from above. They ain't got a 12-step for your love. Oh, but if you were a bottle, I could quit you. I could live my life and not be with you. Find something different that can fill me up. I could go to meetings every night. I could take it one day at a time. Find a higher power from above. Yeah, but if you were a bottle, I could quit you. I could live my life and not be with you. Find something different that can fill me up. I could go to meetings every night. I could take it one day at a time. Find a higher power from above. They ain't got a 12-step for your love. Whoa, a 12-step for your love. Thank you. I think that turned out better than two-step program. Yeah, that was a bad idea. They're not all winners, you know. This one, so I've won the Northwest Country Music Association Award for Top Original Song. I won it 3 years in a row. Yeah, thank you. I was have to tell people it's a real organization with like trophies and award ceremonies and stuff because nobody's ever heard of it, but it's a real thing. And I got the trophies at home. But this is the song that won me that award the first time. It's called, close enough. It's called I Don't Want to Love Somebody. We've had our ups, we've had our downs, we've had our ins, we've had our outs, we've had our questions, and we've had our doubts. But one thing I know is true. I don't want to love somebody if that somebody ain't you. I don't want to spend my days wishing that we'd made it through. We shared too many nights and too many fights to throw away all of the life we've lived. I don't want to love somebody if that somebody ain't you. You. We've had it rough. We've had it out. We've had our fun. We've let each other down. We built a kingdom. We broke each other's crowns. But one thing I come back to. I don't want to love somebody if that somebody ain't you. I don't want to spend my days wishing that we'd made it through. We shared too many nights and too many fights to throw away all of the life we've lived. I don't want to love somebody if that somebody ain't you. You. Just because it's broke don't mean you throw it away. We can make it all work out. We can make it all work out. Just because it hurts don't mean you walk away. We can make it all work out. We can make it all work out. No, I don't want to love somebody if that somebody ain't you. I don't want to spend my days wishing that we'd made it through. We shared too many nights and too many fights to throw away all of the life we lived. I don't want to love somebody if that somebody ain't. Yeah, I don't want to love somebody if that somebody ain't you. I don't want to spend my days wishing that we'd made it through. No, we shared too many nights and too many fights to throw away all of the life we've lived. I don't want to love somebody if that somebody ain't you. You. Thank you. So you never know, as a songwriter, you never know when inspiration is going to strike or what it's going to be about, you know. And any songwriter will tell you, like, there are varying degrees of truth in the songs. Like, this one's 100% true. This one's completely false. This one's kind of in the middle, you know. But I had this idea to write a song about a guy who's a cheater and won't take responsibility for it. Instead, he just offers up every cliche that he's ever seen on every TV show. And non-autobiographical, this one, by the way. It's called Tell Her. Tell her that you're sorry, tell her you were wrong. Tell her you were lonely the week that she was gone. Tell her that you're only human after all. Tell her that you're broken all inside your head. Tell her that you're only hanging on by a thread. Tell her about all the tears that you shed. And then tell yourself what you need to tell yourself to sleep at night. And then tell yourself what you need to tell yourself to look yourself in the eye. Tell her you were drinking 'cause you were in a fight. Tell her that you don't even remember the night. Tell her that you know that don't make it right. And tell yourself what you need to tell yourself. Sleep at night. And tell yourself what you need to tell yourself to look yourself in the eye. Tell her that it didn't mean a thing. Promise it'll never happen again. And tell yourself what you need to tell yourself to sleep at night. And then tell yourself what you need to tell yourself to look yourself in the eye. Thank you. No, I haven't recorded that one. Okay, let's bring the mood up a little bit. So there's a honky tonk out by where I live, just over the state line into Idaho. It's called Nashville North, and I used to go there with friends, and after my divorce, and awkwardly try to dance with girls. but I wasn't any good at dancing, so I mostly just stood there holding a beer. And like, kind of probably being a creep, actually. But I wrote this song, and it's kind of based on that. It's called Looking at You. Not in a creepy way, though. It's not like a... you'll hear it, yeah. You'll get the gist of it. I walked into the country bar out there by the state line, meeting up with a couple of friends for a good time Saturday night. Didn't think I'd ever find love again, you know it's just so hard to do. Then I saw you spinning in the middle of a hardwood honky-tonk dance floor. You got every eye on you when the band played Copperhead Road. You got my heart going crazy like nobody ever did before. And you got everybody wishing they could be the one that's taking you home. I think you're destiny. You got your eyes on me. I'm looking at you. I walked over, reached out my hand and said, baby, would you care to dance? I said, I got 2 left feet, but I'd love it if you gave me a chance. You looked down and then you smiled and said, boy, show me what you can do. Now I'm dancing with you, spinning in the middle of a hardwood honky-tonk dance floor. You got every eye on you when the band played Copperhead Road. You got my heart going crazy like nobody ever did before. And you got everybody wishing they could be the one that's taking you home. I think you're destiny. You got your eyes on me. I'm looking at you. You spinning in the middle of a hardwood honky-tonk dance floor. You got every eye on you when the band played Copperhead Road. You got my heart going crazy like nobody ever did before. And you got everybody wishing they could be the one that's taking you home. I think you're destiny. You got your eyes on me. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Thank you. See, not creepy, right? It's not creepy. Perfectly normal way to behave. This is a song, it's based on a night that I had with a friend of mine a couple summers ago. We were hanging out in Spokane. There's a big music festival up there called Pig Out in the Park. You guys have heard of Pig Out in the Park? And I played up there, and he played on a different stage, and then we met up and just hung out in Spokane all night and like rode lime scooters, and it was really fun. And then I wrote thank you so much. And I wrote a song about, you know, it's kind of based on that. This is more like a love song. I mean, I love my buddy, but you know, I love lime scooters too. It's called That Night. I still think about the night we were drinking rye whiskey on a Monday, hungover from Sunday, hit a couple downtown bars, and then we went and saw the band you liked at the I.O. Light. We were young, living like tomorrow would never come. Yeah, we were young and loving like the night was all there was. Still chasing that high we had, burning down the night out in West Spokane. Living in the moment, didn't have no plan, just doing what felt right. I still think of that night. I still think of that night. Wish I could live it all 1,000 times. I still think about your face when I said I love Morgan Wade. You said, who doesn't? Told me that you felt like we were living in our very own wilder days. And we knew what's coming, we were young, living like tomorrow would never come. Yeah, we were young and loving like the night was all there was. And I'm still chasing that high we had, burning down the night out in West Spokane. Living in the moment, didn't have no plan, just doing what felt right. I still think of that night. I still think of that night. So I could live it all 1,000 times. And I'm still chasing that high we had, burning down the night out in West Spokane. Living in the moment, didn't have no plan, just doing what felt right. I still think of that night. I still think of that night. Wish I could live it all 1,000 times. Thank you. This is one of the few songs I've ever written. It's not really about anything. Probably shouldn't tell you guys that. It's open to interpretation. Let's say that. That's a better way to describe it. It's open to interpretation. It's called This Time. Sorry if I ruined it for you. It's not the falling I'm afraid of. It's the fast approaching ground. It's where you find out what you're made of. You're lost or if you're found. I don't mind not knowing. Just don't want to be alone tonight. Help me find out what I'm searching for. What am I searching for this time? It's not the fear of being lonely. Keeps me on the ground. Fear of losing slowly what I thought was quickly found. I don't mind not knowing. Just don't want to be alone tonight. Help me find out what I'm searching for. What am I searching for this time? I don't mind not knowing. Just don't want to be alone tonight. Help me find out what I'm searching for. What am I searching for this time? Find out what I'm searching for. What am I searching for this time? Thank you. All right, this is a song called New Tattoo. It's about a girl who gets a new tattoo. No, it's more than that. It's a, you know, she gets it as a symbol of her strength, you know, and her having been through heartache and heartbreak. It's just a symbol of her, like to remind herself that she's strong. And there's a line that says, the heart is, it's stronger for the scars and the time it takes to heal. It's like when you break a bone and your bone heals. It's stronger than it was before because there's extra bone on there that kind of surrounds that break. At least that's what the doctors told me. Might not be true. But I wrote this. It's about that, heartache just makes you stronger. And any suffering that you have generally, makes you stronger. And so this is a song called New Tattoo. She ain't the type to look back. She ain't the type to fold it in. She ain't the type to take the easy path. She's never been afraid of love so deep that all the scars show. She's never shed a tear about what might have been. She knows that life is more than just beginning and ending. She's not the type for backing down. She got a new tattoo the day she turned 18. A rose on fire to remember the pain of falling out of love again. Reminds her of the battle, tells her she's not fragile. A broken heart is stronger for the scars and the time it takes to heal. The pain means it was real. She ain't the type to look back. She ain't the type to hold it in. She ain't the type to take things lying down. She knows that life is more than just a series of heartaches. She wants to live with every breath. She got a new tattoo the day she turned 18. A rose on fire to remember the pain of falling out of love again. Reminds her of the battle, tells her she's not fragile. A broken heart is stronger for the scars, the time it takes to heal. The pain means it was real. Whoa. She knows that life is more than just beginning and ending. She's not the type for backing down. She knows that life is more than just a series of heartaches. She wants to live with every breath. She got a new tattoo the day she turned 18. A rose on fire to remember the pain of falling out of love again. Reminds her of the battle, tells her she's not fragile. A broken heart is stronger for the scars and the time it takes to heal. The pain means it was real. The pain means it was real. Whoa. Thank you. How you guys doing? You hanging in there? Oh, yeah. Right on. All right, so a while back, I was just thinking that it'd been a while, like maybe 60 years, since somebody wrote a good song that kind of celebrated brown-eyed women. Hey, brown-eyed women in the house tonight? So I thought I would write this song, and it borrows a little bit from the Van Morrison one. It does, but I figured all artists steal, so it's not that big a deal, right? He hasn't come after me yet, so. It's called Nothing in the World, parentheses, like loving a brown-eyed girl. If you stare into them too long, you're gonna get lost. It's like looking through tinted windows into her soul. You wanna find out what they're hiding, it doesn't matter what it costs. Those deep dark eyes will make you lose all your self-control. They're like pools of honey when they're kissed by the sun. She's gonna be trouble, but it's gonna be fun. Even if you can't dance, you're gonna give it a whirl. There ain't nothing in the world like loving a brown-eyed girl. Ooh. She's got a firecracker attitude, problem with authority. Every guy in the room wants to take her out on the floor. You want to keep her close enough so that you're the only one she sees. Those big brown eyes will keep you coming back for more. She's gonna make you wanna miss every Saturday night with the boys in the bar under the neon lights. All you're gonna wanna do is look into those eyes. They're like pools of honey when they're kissed by the sun. She's gonna be trouble, but it's gonna be fun. Even if you can't dance, you're gonna give it a whirl. 'Cause ain't nothing in the world like loving a brown-eyed girl. Gonna make you wanna miss every Saturday night with the boys in the bar under the neon lights. All you're gonna wanna do is look into those eyes. Those eyes are like pools of honey when they're kissed by the sun. She's gonna be trouble, but it's gonna be fun. Even if you can't dance, you're gonna give her a twirl. 'Cause ain't nothing in the world like loving a brown-eyed girl. Ain't nothing in the world like loving a brown-eyed girl. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, blue eyes are great too, yeah. I almost called it a one-eyed girl, because that would have been pretty funny. That would have been pretty funny, though, right? It's a smaller audience, you know, smaller target audience.
We call her Patch.
Okay, so, you know, like I was saying before, some songs are totally true, some songs are totally false, some songs are kind of in between. This is one this one's totally true. When did you stop loving me? When did you decide to throw away everything? When did it get so bad? Leaving was the only choice you had. And I can't be the only one wondering just how we came undone. I just gotta know, what was the final straw? Something that I said, or something that you saw, will turn your heart so cold. Won't you help me see, my love? When did you stop loving me? You see it in your eyes that something changed. I can hear it in your voice, it's not the same. The smile you had for me began to fade. When it used to take my very breath away. And I can't be the only one wondering just how we came undone. I just got gotta know was the final straw. Something that I said, or something that you saw, would turn your heart so cold. Won't you help me see my love? When did you stop loving me? Was it one too many fights? One too many tears? It happened all at once, slow throughout the years. Oh, I just gotta know, was the final straw something that I said, or something that you saw, would turn your heart so cold? Won't you help me see my love? When did you stop loving me? My love, when did you stop loving me? Thank you. Waste not, want not, right?
Go to the last drop.
All right, we got a happy one here. Bring the mood up a little bit. This is a happy one. So this song started because I was in a bar, which is like, you'll notice a theme. But I was, okay, let me tune this real quick. You guys can hear me. I was in a bar and I was watching my friend play music, and I looked over at happened to look over at the bartender, and she was looking down at her phone, and she smiled at her phone, and I just had this. I had this thought. I want to be the reason somebody smiles at their phone, you know, and I thought I better write that down because that's gonna be a song. And good enough for country, as we say. So yeah, I had the thought, like, I want to be the reason somebody smiles at their phone, you know? And so I wrote that down, and had a couple friends over one day, and we kind of finished up this song. And this is called Smile. Have you seen the movie The Princess Bride? There's a little Princess Bride reference here in the first line. You could be my buttercup, I'll be your Wesley. Romeo and Juliet, no tragic ending. We could have a love people write stories about. We could be all time if you would be all mine. I wanna be the reason that you smile when you're looking at your phone. Be the person that you call when you're feeling all alone. Be your late night text like, baby, let's go for a drive. I wanna be the place where your mind goes when you got time to think. Carry you to bed when you've had too much to drink. Take your shoes off, tuck you in, see you in the morning light. I wanna be the reason that you smile. A couple years down the road, you know it won't be so easy, but I can handle anything long as you're with me. You don't have to worry, I ain't going nowhere. We could be all time if you would be all mine. I wanna be the reason that you smile when you're looking at your phone. Be the person that you call when you're feeling all alone. Be your late night text like, baby, let's go for a drive. I wanna be the place where your mind goes when you got time to think. Carry you to bed when you've had too much to drink. Take your shoes off, tuck you in, see you in the morning light. I wanna be the reason that you smile. We're gonna bounce a check or two. Kids are gonna talk back to you. I promise I'll be working overtime. All the money we got saved is gonna fix that broke down Chevrolet. You're probably gonna wanna lose your mind, but I wanna be the reason that you smile. I wanna be the reason that you smile when you're looking at your phone. Be the person that you call when you're feeling all alone. Be your late night text like, baby, let's go for a drive. I wanna be the place where your mind goes when you got time to think. Carry you to bed when you've had too much to drink. Take your shoes off, tuck you in, see you in the morning light. I wanna be the reason that you smile. Thank you. So I tell that story to tell this story. I found that person. She's sitting right there. And so I wrote this song for her. It's called Good, Better, Best. Love it when you're laying with your head on my chest, smiling and sweating and catching our breath. Never knew how much love could give me rest. I left the good, found the better, left the better, found the best. Ooh. Ooh. Walk my share of another man's steps. Had my failures, honey, I confess. You put a fire in my heart and I'm obsessed. I left the good, found the better, left the better, found the best. Ooh. Ooh. Grab my hand and open my eyes to a whole new world I never realized that a woman like you could even exist. I left the good, found the better, left the better, found the best. Ooh. Ooh. In my darkest night, your love broke in like a spring sun warming up a winter wind. Like a frosty morning, I couldn't resist. I left the good, found the better, left the better, found the best. Ooh. You're the only one who can make me change, running around in my wicked ways. But I love it when you're laying with your head on my chest, I left the good, found the better, left the better, found the best. Ooh. 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 It's called Last Night. Should have told you that I loved you. Should have told you how I felt. Should have told you you're the only one who could make my heart melt. Should have told you that forever isn't too long to hold your hand. Should have told you I'd give anything to always be your man. So now I'm holding on to a memory, 'cause I can't hold you tight. Thinking of all the things I should have said. You were here last night. Should have told you I was sorry. Should have told you when you were right. Should have told you I'd stay home instead of staying out all night. Should have told you that forever wasn't too long to hold your hand. I can't tell you nothing, 'cause you love another man. So I'm holding on to a memory, 'cause I can't hold you tight. I'm thinking of all the things I should have said when you were here last night. Here last night. Ooh. Hope that you can forgive me and somebody treats you right, and all the things I should have said, somebody someday might. Thank you. All right. This is a song called "Away to You." You got everything I didn't know I was looking for. I try to keep you out my head, but I can't do it anymore. I'm scared to fall in love. I don't wanna mess this up, but my mind keeps running away to you. Try to fence it in, but it just keeps wanting to stray to you. Pulling like a dog on a dime store leash, running straight to you. Afraid of what'll happen if I give my heart away to you, away to you. I've been in love before and couldn't ever seem to get it right. I broke a couple hearts and had mine broken up a couple times. I don't know what to do. Don't wanna break yours too, but my mind keeps running away to you. Try to fence it in, but it just keeps wanting to stray to you. Pulling like a dog on a dime store leash, running straight to you. Afraid of what'll happen if I give my heart away to you, away to you, yeah, away. In my head, it's a perfect romance. In my head, it's a never-ending slow dance. What if I took a chance? Put my whole heart in your hands. Mine keeps running away. Mine keeps running away to you. I try to fence it in, but it just keeps wanting to stray to you. Pulling like a dog on a dime store leash, running straight to you. Afraid of what'll happen if I give my heart away to you. Away to you, yeah, my mind keeps running away to you. I try to fence it in, but it just keeps wanting to stray to you. Pulling like a dog on a dime store leash, running straight to you. Whoa, afraid of what'll happen if I give my heart away to you. Away to you, yeah, away. Thank you. Okay, I had to tune this guitar again. That was painful. Is there an intermission, or we just keep going? Whatever you want. Can we?
I'm so tired. Oopie. A sweet girl. Okay, so
This hostess with the most.
are you holding up? Okay. Oh, I'm fine. Oh, good. Linda. Right over there. Yeah, I'm gonna have my shoes on. Right, right.
All right, this next song is it's the first country song I ever wrote, actually. It's kind of a wedding song, and I thought, ooh, wedding song, that'll make me a lot of money. Not true. It's called My Forever. I never met anyone who could make me regret all the others I've loved. The moment you placed your lips on mine, I knew that you were the one. I can't wait to walk the aisle with you. I can't wait to tell you that I do. You are the one, my forever. Never found a love so true. Promise you'll stay here forever. I'll spend forever together with you. On that day when I see you there in that church all dressed in white, I'll put a ring on your finger. We'll say the words and I'll make you my wife. 'Cause when you're looking deep into my eyes, you're the only thing my heart desires. You are the one, my forever. Never found a love so true. Promise you'll stay here forever. I'll spend forever together with you. Years will come and years will go. Time it marches on. This I know. You are the one, my forever. Never found a love so true. Promise you'll stay here forever. I'll spend forever together with you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Thank you. I agree. I think I should have made a lot of money on that one too. Thank you. That is one of the. I have 4 songs that are streaming online right now, so you can. That's one of them. The really, really sad one. When did you stop loving me? That's one too. Yeah, the other 2 are coming up later. This one I wrote a little while back. I was, if I can be vulnerable with you guys for a minute, I was going through a really tough time, and it was just things were kind of piling up and adding up, and everything that could go wrong did go wrong. And I was really in a place where I thought, I don't know if I want to keep going. You know, I don't know if I want to keep doing this life thing. And I just had this thought where I feel like 2 different men, like on any given day, I feel like, like I feel strong, and then the next day I feel weak. And so I put this into a song, and the song plays more like a guy who's deciding whether or not he's going to leave this woman. But in reality, it was me struggling with the idea of taking my own life. And obviously I didn't. I got some counseling. I went to therapy and got some health in my life. And so if you are struggling with that, please go get some counseling. Talk to somebody. Get some help. But there's a song called Gypsy Blood. And I don't know if it's true, but we always heard that my dad's dad had some gypsy in him, some Romani gypsy.
Your dad lies.
Does he? I don't know if it's true, but I thought maybe that's why I moved so much. Gypsy blood. This is called Gypsy Blood. Never been caught hanging around anywhere for far too long. When it's time to get good and gone, baby, I'm a rolling stone. But the way you love me's got me thinking I got it all wrong. One more taste of your lips and I might be gathering moss. 'Cause I'm two men, two dogs in the fight, two sides pulling, one dark and one light. One wants to stay and love you right, the other wants to live on the edge of a knife. Two men, two barrels of the gun, the heart keeps pumping this gypsy blood. One wants to put down roots and the other wants to burn it all down and run. Yeah, I got gypsy blood. Yeah, I got gypsy blood. Well, the road has always been my favorite kind of gone. When the time is right or the middle of the night, baby, I'll be moving on. And if you think I love you, well, you got me all wrong. This two-lane blacktop calling my name, living out a country song. 'Cause I'm two men, two dogs in the fight, two sides pulling, one dark and one light. One wants to stay and love you right, the other wants to live on the edge of a knife. Two men, two barrels of the gun, my heart keeps pumping this gypsy blood. One wants to put down roots and the other wants to burn it all down and run. Yeah, I got gypsy blood. Yeah, I got gypsy blood, baby. Woo! I'm two men, two dogs in the fight, two sides pulling, one dark and one light. One wants to stay and love you right, the other wants to live on the edge of a knife. Two men, two barrels of the gun, my heart keeps pumping this gypsy blood. One wants to put down roots, the other wants to burn it all down and run. Yeah, I got gypsy blood. Yeah, I got gypsy blood. Thank you. So then I wrote this other song that's sort of a different perspective on that same situation. This is from the perspective of a friend of the woman who the guy's leaving. It's called Guitar Man. And we were talking about it earlier because the hook is kind of like, never give your heart to a guitar man. And Shelley said, yeah, that's 100% true. And I said, yeah, well, Belle Biv DeVoe said, never trust a big button smile, so. So, you know, yeah, keep things balanced. You know what I mean? This is Guitar Man. Well, you were swearing up and down you could change it, that the way that you held him was gonna tame him. But you found out the hard way that a rambling man don't stay unless he's staying away. But ain't your fault you fell in love with a vagabond. Everybody knows that the heart wants what it wants. Now you're sitting here crying with your head in your hands. That's why you never give your heart to a guitar man. No, you don't. Well, your mama's gonna tell you that she told you. And when your daddy finds out, you know he's gonna scold you. Well, your friends are gonna say they knew just exactly what that man would do before he did it to you. But it ain't your fault you fell in love with a vagabond. Everybody knows that the heart wants what it wants. Now you're sitting here crying with your head in your hands. That's why you never give your heart to a guitar man. Ain't your fault you fell in love with a vagabond. Everybody knows that the heart wants what it wants. Now you're sitting here crying with your head in your hands. That's why you never give your heart to a guitar man. No, you never give your heart to a guitar man. No, you never give your heart to a guitar man. Funny story about that song. I was staying in a place. I was renting this room in this house, and it was like almost like a halfway house. It felt like, but I couldn't be loud, so it was hard to write songs. So I went out in my truck, and I sat in the back seat of my truck in the middle of winter with my guitar. I turned it on, turned the heat on, and I wrote that song in the back seat of my own truck because I couldn't be loud in the halfway house. And then I thought, can't be loud in a halfway house, it'd be a good country song. I haven't written that one yet, but it's on the list. I can get to it. This song called On Our Way. It feels like this game we play's gone on forever. You flash a smile and tuck your hair behind your ear. I stopped by the bar downtown where you've been working. Pretend I didn't know you'd be there. Knew someday the stars would align. I'm alone and you're alone this time. I'll take you anywhere you want to go. It's on my dime. Give you a chance to find that $1 million smile. It feels like we've been running from what's been a long time coming. Well, think about it, girl. Just pack a bag, make my day. Say yes and we'll be on our way. Every time I try my best to get your attention, you're busy loving somebody else. But I know there's something there underneath the surface. I know you feel the same yourself. And I knew someday the stars would align. I'm alone and you're alone this time. I'll take you anywhere you want to go. It's on my dime. give you a chance to find that $1 million smile. It feels like we've been running from what's been a long time coming. Don't think about it, girl, just pack a bag, make my day. Say yes and we'll be on our way. I'll take you anywhere you want to go. It's on my dime. Give you a chance to show that $1 million smile. It feels like we've been running from what's been a long time coming. Don't think about it, girl, just pack a bag, make my day. Say yes and we'll be on our way. Say yes and we'll be on our way. Whoa. Thank you. This next song was kind of inspired by that movie, The Mule. I don't know if you guys have seen that Clint Eastwood movie, The Mule, where he kind of ignores his family for a long time because he's this successful, he's like a flower grower, and then, you know, long story short, he becomes a mule for a drug cartel. But before that, he's a flower. Very successful, like he shows his flowers in these shows and stuff, and he was successful, and he has this conversation, you know, towards the end with his wife, and he says something to the effect of, you know, I was tired of being a nobody at home when I could be somebody out there on the road, and that really struck me, and so I wrote this song. It's called "Could You." Time was you could look me in the eye. Time was you would answer my calls. You could still stand the sound of my voice. You could stand to share the space between these walls. I know that I made a mess. I know that I caused you pain. I have one question, ask you, my love. Could you ever love me again? I spent so much time away, spent so much time hiding lies. Guess I was scared of the failure I saw when I looked in the mirror of your eyes. I know that I made a mess. I know that I caused you pain. I have one question to ask you, my love. Could you ever love me again? I've got no reason for hoping, so stand here with my hat in my hands. Just say the word and I'll understand if you never love me again. Just say the word and I won't pretend that you could ever love me again. Thank you. I warned you guys up front that I tend to lean towards the sad and the melancholy, so I hope it. You guys doing okay? Yeah. Good. I missed it. What was that snide comment? It's the Counting Crows' fault, yeah. Real suitcase in her hand. Like to meet a boy, looks like Elvis. Okay, so this next song I wrote because I was in a bar. Again, yeah. The second time ever in my life I was in a bar. And I wrote songs about each one. This is a song called To the Sun. And I'm in the process of recording this one right now. So this one will be available pretty soon. But this is probably my favorite song I ever wrote. I don't know. I was proud of it. So, what's that? She's mumbling. Snide comments back there. Snide remarks. It's To the Sun. I was on a bar stool, drinking all alone. You were throwing darts in the neon glow. You asked me if I wanted to play a couple rounds. We laughed and talked till the place closed down. Never knew a love could burn like this. Never known a fire like I felt in your kiss. We were loving all summer till the days got shorter. We were hot as a gun. I thought it could have been forever, then one day it was over like a cold hit and run. We burned out bright, we were done. Baby, we flew a little too close to the sun. Every now and then, I think about the flame. I wonder if we learn from our mistakes. Is there anybody burning up your night? Oh, what I wouldn't give to give it one more try. 'Cause we were loving all summer till the days got shorter. We were hot as a gun. I thought it could have been forever, then one day it was over like a cold hit and run. We burned out bright, we were done. Baby, we flew a little too close to the sun. Never knew a love could burn like this. I wish I would have known it was our last kiss. 'Cause we were loving all summer till the days got shorter. We were hot as a gun. Thought it could have been forever, then one day it was over like a cold hit and run. We burned out bright, we were done. Baby, we flew a little too close to the sun. Baby, we flew a little too close to the sun. Thank you. So a couple months ago, I sat down with a buddy of mine, another musician in Coeur d'Alene, and he's a very different style of music than I am. He's more soul and rock, and he was an actor on Broadway for a while, and he's got this really super high voice and very different style than I am, but I was like, man, let's get together, let's write a song. And so this one came out, I think, pretty good. It's got like a happy feel, but it's kind of depressing. It's called Pills for the Pain. Self-made, who's talking? Wish we had a life worth watching. Tipsy, live locking. Thought it was good based on how it started. Thank you. Your words, so shocking, took a hold of me. Now I'm sleepwalking. This time I swear I'm stopping. I can't live without your antitoxin. But I got beer for the boredom. I got pills for the pain. liquor for the loneliness when you drive me away. And I'm choking on your criticism, driving me insane. I got beer for the boredom, liquor for the loneliness, pills for the pain. I can't be your savior, won't come running every time you need a favor. Your dreams, my labor, my needs always come later. Every time you leave, you tear my heart like paper. But I got beer for the boredom, I got pills for the pain, liquor for the loneliness when you drive me away. And I'm choking on your criticism, driving me insane. But I got beer for the boredom, liquor for the loneliness, pills for the pain. Gotta take them every day. Yeah. I got beer for the boredom, I got pills for the pain. This cocktail of chemicals just to get me through the day. Demerol and alcohol gonna put me in the grave. But I got beer for the boredom, liquor for the loneliness, pills for the pain. Yeah. Thank you. So a couple of summers ago, I went on a camping fishing trip with a friend of mine over in Montana. You guys heard of Montana? Yeah, it's just past Idaho. Yeah, you go to Idaho and you just keep going. Yeah. But we were up like just 10 miles north of Yellowstone Park in the Absaroka Mountains, and we drove through this little town called Prey, Montana. It's like when you're going down through Paradise Valley. It's a little tiny little town called Prey, and I was like, that's kind of a cool name for a town, you know. And what's that? AY, yeah, AY. EY would be a whole different story, wouldn't it? Yeah. PRAY, yeah. That was a cool name for a town. But we were driving up to the trailhead, and we drove past, we were in this little kind of valley, and we drove past this ranch, and the sun was kind of setting, and it's like all this grass and like cows, and like this creek was running through it, and I was like, this is the most beautiful place I've ever seen. And if I ever get one-hit wonder money, I'm buying like a place like this, or maybe this place exactly, you know. And then a couple weeks later, you know, I got back, and I was driving around, and I drove over this dry creek bed in my town, and I thought, you know, if you were someone who depended on weather for your livelihood, like a farmer or rancher or something like that, if that creek went dry, you know, you'd be up a creek. And I just had those thoughts. I kind of just merged those together. This song won me the Northwest Country Music Association Top Original Song. Thank you. This is 1, 2 of 3. So it's called "The Creek Went Dry." It's the first agricultural themed heartbreak song I ever wrote. I had 20 acres of outside of Prey. Couple dozen head, good land, good woman, and a little one on the way. And a plan to pass it all to him someday. Ever since the creek went dry, I got nothing left. But ever since the creek went dry, I'm all by myself. Noticed it in April. We ain't had no rain for weeks. But late October, my woman decided it was time for her to leave. Now I'm all alone, no rain, no crop, no hay to feed. Ever since the creek went dry, I got nothing left. Ever since the creek went dry, I'm all by myself. Ever since the creek went dry, I got nothing left. Ever since the creek went dry, I'm all by myself. Yeah. She took everything, everything. She walked away. Whoa. Ever since the creek went dry, I got nothing left. Thank you. Thank you. Me too. Yeah. Almost drowned in Eastern Oregon one time. True story. Creek wasn't nearly dry enough. It was in the John Day River. I was fishing in the John Day. Oh, that's a different story for another time, though. I haven't written a song about that one yet. Maybe I should. This is called The Outside Looking In. Another sad song. We'll leave you on a good one, I promise. We'll leave you feeling good. But. 20-something miles now down the road, 20-something lessons to teach my soul that I won't hear. 20-something times I wanted to leave, every time I just couldn't see myself alone. I remember every time I got in the car when I just couldn't drive away. I remember the look on your face every time your words erased a little of my faith. It's time to face the cold, hard truth that this won't work if you won't work on you. Twenty-something times I let you in, every time you ran and kept yourself apart. Therapists and self-help books couldn't even get you to take a look at the darkness in your heart. But I remember every time you You slammed your door and I slammed mine, and we slept alone. If we can't find some common ground, I don't see any way around the ending of it all. It's time to face the cold, hard truth that this won't work if you won't work on you. I'm on the outside looking in. It's time to call this what it is. 'Cause I'm the only one who's trying to keep this love alive. On the outside looking in. It's time to call this what it is. On the outside looking in. Call this what it is. 'Cause I'm the only one who's trying to keep this love alive. Thank you. So over on the east side of the mountains, we have huckleberries, but they're different than the huckleberries that you have on the west side of the mountains. The west side of the mountains, the huckleberries are red and they're super tart. On the east side of the mountains, when you get to a certain elevation, the huckleberries are like a purple blue. They look like blueberries and they're sweet. And they're called like mountain huckleberries. But when you go to North Idaho or you go to Montana, you can get huckleberry anything. There's huckleberry, beer, huckleberry syrup, huckleberry honey, like literally anything you want. Soap, huckleberry soap. But I saw this. I was in a grocery store when I first moved over there, and I saw this end cap, and there was huckleberry wine. I thought, I bet you nobody's written a song called Huckleberry Wine. So I Googled it. Sure enough, no one had. So I'm like, well, that's my mission. So I wrote this song. Probably my most North Idaho themed song, Huckleberry Wine. More of a summertime love song than about the actual drinking, but going through a box of my old things, I found a couple pictures from the summer I turned 18. It was you and me in that fire beside the lake. We didn't know how much time we had, we knew how much we'd take. Huckleberry wine always remind me of your smile. Summer we had nothing but time. Fall in love by the campfire. Your eye shine as bright as that August moon. Told me you'd be far away too soon. So made the most of our precious time. Drank the rest of that huckleberry wine. was the last time that I saw your face. As you left in the morning, Arizona State. We always swore that we'd call and that we'd ride. But I know life gets in the way, you just can't find the time. But huckleberry wine will always remind me of your smile. Summer we had nothing but time. Fall in love by the campfire, your eyes shine as bright as that August moon. You told me you'd be far away too soon. So drink most of our precious time, drank the rest of that huckleberry wine. Oh, we snuck out with a bottle of wine, had ourselves the time of our lives. Just a couple kids with stars in our eyes. Huckleberry wine will always remind me of your smile. Summer we had nothing but time. Fall in love by the campfire, your eyes shine as bright as that August moon. They told me you'd be far away too soon. So we made the most of our precious time, drank the rest of that huckleberry wine. Huckleberry wine, huckleberry wine, huckleberry wine. Thank you. So it's happened to me a couple times, maybe 3-4 times now, which is really weird. But I play that song somewhere, and someone has come up to me, not kidding, 3 or 4 times, and handed me a bottle of huckleberry wine. They just happen to have with them. So I wrote this next song. This next song is called $100 Bill. Little songwriter humor there. No, I got time to do one more song. I just want to thank you guys again for coming in and hanging out. Thank you so much for listening. You guys have been awesome. I was having a conversation with a buddy, and we're talking about Edwin McCain. I don't know if you guys know who Edwin McCain is. A lot of people don't know his name, but they know his most famous songs. I'll be your crying shoulder. That's Edwin McCain. And my buddy said something about Edwin McCain being a one-hit wonder. And I said, hey, man, a one-hit wonder's got one more hit than I got. I can't talk a lot of trash about a one-hit wonder, you know. Then I thought, I better write that down because that's going to be a song. So I wrote this song. It's called One More Than Me. I've been working at this. I've been working my whole life. Oh, I've been working at this. I've been working my whole life. Just trying to get somebody to listen to the songs that I write. Oh, I call every station in this land. Oh, I call every station in this land. I call every record company trying to get my music in their hands. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have one hit song, hear it on the radio all day long. It ain't about the money, no, it ain't about the fame. I just want somebody to remember my name. The reason why I'm jealous is plain to see, 'cause a one-hit wonder got one more than me, yeah. One more. working at this. I've been working my whole life. Oh, I've been working at this. I've been working my whole life. I'm just trying to get somebody to listen to the songs that I write. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have one his song, hear it on the radio all day long. It ain't about the money, no, it ain't about the fame. I just want somebody to remember my name. The reason why I'm jealous is plain to see, 'cause a one-hit wonder got one more than me. Yeah. One more. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Get home safe. We will see you next time. Thank you.